Hi everybody. I have to record all over again because for some reason it didn't record everything that I just did. There's the lovely tiny little roses Mike bought last year and we thought it had died, and it has the thinnest branches. It's also got some trumpet vine coming in around it. I gotta get out. This is you can hear all the noise, the overgrown garden. That is a giant hosta way back there. Those huge leaves are huge. Oh, look, who's in the window? It's Elrond. Wanting to know what Mom's doing. So, here comes Gimli. So we're going to take a walk, and I'll show you. I've been babying this thing along. It's supposed to be a climber, but it was planted way too far back, so when they put that in, I moved it forward. Now it's finally got blooms on it. But got one iris there. And yes, I know this is completely overgrown, but look what bloomed this year. The deep purple one. And then I've got all these little guys, which are making me a wee bit nervous. Can you see them? Oh, here comes Gimli's big old head. I hope they're minor bees, but this poor baby, I did not trim it back in the fall, and now its stems are so long it can't hold the weight of the blooms. So I will have to trim that back when it's done blooming. And we have the white azalea. And there we go. So, what are you doing to me? What are you doing? Yes, Miss Ruby putting her trash out. Okay, now he was jumping around going after these bees. Good luck with that. I think they are the baby minor bees, which are in this side of the lawn. But they just, I don't know. I've never seen them when they've newly hatched. Usually I don't find them until a couple days later. And this is the first day I've seen them. So, but these guys aren't all black like the minor bees usually are. So I'm not sure what they are. I just know I don't want to find a ground nest. I do have seeds in here, hoping to get that. You're getting all dirty, dude. This is fleabane, and it'll turn pink. It's already turning a little pink as it goes. Come on, you're in my way. So, you all wanted to know, go, where some of your money went that had been from the Buy Me a Teas and the sales. You can see if I can get this up there. You can just see they put a new piece of aluminum over that. But they didn't, oh man, they sprayed that, but they didn't stop it. There's a bee's nest in there. That's not good. They sprayed it, so it said they killed it. They didn't kill it. Darn it, I need that gone. That explains the problem. But that piece of wood they did not replace, and they kept telling me, oh, it's fine. I don't know about that. And then that overhang right there, when they took the roof off, all the wood underneath those shingles was rotted, and they did put some plywood down right across just the width of that. So that was done. And then he put then we get to the problem spot that we're arguing over, because not only do I have a mess of shingles bits, but there's supposed to be a downspout there. Now this was the spot that broke my house, and so basically he pushed it up, pulled some of the boards out, but he pushed it up, took boards from my basement that I had, said to help ease costs, rebuilt that, but did not rebuild the gutter, and if you can see it, there's still water dripping from it. He did not cover up these holes where it had rotted, because this is such a shallow, it's such a shallow built-in drain that it overflows. It overflows right there because there's one that comes down from up there, and it just shoots right off the end during a heavy storm. And then this one, and then of course this is also because the thing itself was lined with tin, and it just, you know, rotted right through over the decades. Now they put pieces up underneath to cover all the rot holes. So hopefully no more, I don't know who moved this over here, but it's blocking the road. But hopefully now no more raccoons up there. But it took 5 days to get them to come back and get the steps clear. And I've got all these little bits to clean up. I told them don't worry about that. I'll deal with that because someone has lumber. But it looks nice. It looks nice underneath. Except that there's no downspout. So the water just drains right down the wall, flows right off, because you can see from this angle that is still tilted down. And it overflows right down and goes right into my basement. Now they did fix this downspout. And they did cap that, sort of. There's still a hole. They put that over it, but that one end to the left is still wide open. So at some point, I'm gonna have to be getting up there. And you can, let's pull you out. See all the overgrowth over there. All that tangle of vines, that's what they pulled off the house. Left that for me, which at this point I don't care. It can dry out, we'll burn it. But Gim, honey, I don't want to trip on you. Why are you laying down where my feet need to go? But trying to get that stuff out of here, there is a trail through the grass. They don't dare come through here with a lawnmower of bits of roof. And it just keeps going to about here. So, but he did the same thing up on that one. He didn't actually cap the hole itself, so bees and shit could still get in there. But he just put a piece of metal. Now, that one up there, that squirrel's still trying to get in. But look how nice the back looks. No more vines on the back of the house. No more vines around the light. I think the light is burned out. They're all over here. So I will have to as it dries out, we'll just burn it in the little fire pit thing. Be nice to have a fire out when it's still kind of cool. And that's going to go for scrap metal. This bits of aluminum I said leave so that I could take them for scrap metal. Now that kitchen porch roof, I have a plethora of ostrich fern. We tore out most of this, left 5 plants. It now goes from way over there all the way over to here. I need to tear more out again. That's some shovel pruning right there. But they did have to get in here. Now I still have the massive root, but that downspout's all hooked back together. All the vines are off. There's a dead piece up there going up to the tree. But they did not recap the tips of the windows with aluminum. And wherever the hole up there is that the raccoon got in, that poor raccoon got stuck in there, died. Now something smaller is in there. And it's not pleasant, and it's very active during the day. But they also did this, which at first he said he was going to replace this piece. Well, then he said, no, you have to do all of this down. But then, again, where's the gutter? Where's the gutter? And that end is lower than this end. So all the water gonna do, you already see rot up there. It's all gonna go right there and it goes right into my basement. So I'm happy the work's done. I'm being nitpicky because there's stuff that I was told was gonna be done that's not done. And there's two things. Those two missing downspouts, they're in the contract. So he gotta come back for that. And they put a new piece on there. I don't know why. Because they put it right over top of the existing. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe there was a small part of it missing. I don't know. They were supposed to repoint the very top of the chimney. And no matter what side of the chimney I look at, there's no evidence that they actually did that. But short of me climbing out on the roof and up to the chimney. Got a few of these left. This azalea used to be lavender, but because of the ivy catching all the leaves, the soil is no longer acidic enough, so it is turning pink. It also needs a massive cutback, but you can't cut more than a third of an azalea back at one time. But there's also a lot of new growth under there because the original center is here. There's the original center. And now there's all these young ones over here which need to come out. But there's a lot of work. They did put, this piece was on the back porch, and they did put that back up. And then that whole line of up there, they resealed where the flat part, there's a flat part there, and they resealed the edges and all the seams. I thought he was going to put all new down, but he didn't do that. This is the fun of what happens when somebody you hire subcontracts. He subcontracted out. And I'm not happy with the quality. I mean, it's serviceable, but there are problems like not having two downspouts that mean water is now coming into my basement, and they're in the contract. That's a problem. But I have a dry second floor. I am very, very, very happy over that. That part is done. I have a dry second floor. The trade-off seems to be I do not have a dry basement now. I didn't have 100% dry before, but it's a bit worse now. So Gimli's going that way. So I wanted to film something so you knew I am okay. I am going to try to be on later tonight. There's so much going on wrapping up the end of the scout year. Mike has to be out the door by 6:30 tomorrow morning for wood badge training. And we don't want him to be late or miss that. The only hosta I like is striped hosta. And then I don't know what this kind is. This was from a friend. And that is a giant hosta. Look at the size. Here's my finger. Look at the size of those leaves. They're huge. And I don't know what that is other than yet another wild vine on the property that needs to go. And if any of you lived closer, my lord, I'd give these to you. You see all these little spiky looking things? And I have already ripped a bunch of them out from the front here. These are all tiger lilies. These will get about 6 feet tall. They are everywhere over here. They have reseeded themselves well and truly this year. That's way too many. So, anyway, that's the update. And I want to keep you all up to date on that. And thank you very much for all the super chats and buy me a teas. And that's all been spent. If it wasn't put away for the cats, it usually was split between cats and house. And then for a while there, the last couple of months, it was all going into the fund for the house. I have so much work to do out here. This is why I want my hernia surgery. Everything is just getting way too overgrown. So, I still don't have a hernia surgeon yet. Still working on that. And anyway, that's the rundown of the view of outside the house. And I'm hoping that I will be on tonight. I do still have to get a little more out of the way. We had the way to my desk cleared and then got it refilled again. So there was a lot of loose plaster and paint and stuff from the leaks, trying to clean all that up. So we moved, we blocked my way again. But anyway, I'm going to be working on that the rest of this afternoon, and hopefully I will see you tonight. If not, I will be going live at least once at some point this weekend, because Michael will be out of the house. He's got to be out the door by 6:45 at the latest, because he's assuming there will be no traffic. Ha ha ha. Not on that blue route. So once he's out the door, it'll just be me and Gary. So I will have more free time to just work on house and Tosh. And all the scout stuff is all set. I took care of a bunch of that last night. I've got some emails that do need to be sent and records to update, but not much. We're talking about only for 5 kids. So that'll take me an hour at most to do all of that. But you guys have me for the weekend, and I'm hoping to do at least one work with me. I don't know when. I do know it will not be Saturday morning, because Saturday morning I have to be at the cemetery and media to do flags on their veterans' graves for Memorial Day at the end of the month. We just did Crozier Cemetery, and there are 1,600 veterans in Crozier Cemetery. We put out a lot of flags. So I will have to, I forget what that little thing is. Pretty though. But I will have to do that Saturday morning. I have to be there so I can log in what kids from our troop are there. There'll be kids from other troops. And, but then Mike's not due back. No, Mike is not expected back until dinner time on Sunday. So that should give me a lot of time to find time to go live, and we do a work with me, and that way I get to see you guys. And I gotta go because it is trash night. I've only got 1 can to the curb so far. Mike will get the monster can that the city gave us because it's so big that when it's full, I can't even move it. So that is everything. Oh, I see my borage way back there is blooming. And I will keep you posted. That one right in the center there, that tall one with the little bell flowers hanging down, that's borage. We used to use it to help the circulation on Mom's leg. We'd soak the leaves in warm water, and it would help open up blood flow for her one leg. And the peonies all have buds coming out. Now, if you see ants on your peonies, leave them there. The ants have to help cut this back so that they can actually bloom and open. Otherwise, they'll stay too tight like that and they won't bloom. So, I'll see you this weekend, and hopefully tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video, the update on what's been done. I don't mean to sound like a grump. It's just my back is hurting today. It's been rainy. Everywhere that I have arthritis is aching. So take the grumpy sound that I'm sure I sound like with a grain of salt. I always sound grumpy when I hurt. But anyway, I'm thrilled that I have no leaks. I'm just not thrilled that whatever hole they closed up didn't close up enough, because now I have a new critter and I want my 2 downspouts. I'll deal with everything else. I will take care of everything else. But I need my downspout off that kitchen porch roof, definitely. And I need that new critter out, because it's active during the day and it's not acting like a squirrel. A squirrel will not attack a dead body to rip it apart and make a nest. And we can hear it running back and forth. I don't know what's up there. I don't want to know, but I don't want it trapped up there. At least the one over my room's gone. So I need to get healthy, because glazing all these windows and fixing the cracks in that are my projects for the year. So I will see you guys on the weekend. If you want to see the journey of the house, there are videos. There's a playlist on the Sarah Wetherell house, and so you have options. If you just want to see about working on a house, there's stuff there on a playlist. Not much, but there's some. And then if you're here for the vintage stuff and me and the cats, there's playlists for that too. So have a great weekend. And I'll tell you something. We had sun yesterday. That was it. No aurora borealis here in my side of Pennsylvania. So I'm jealous of those of y'all that got to see it, because I've not seen it. I haven't even seen the Perseid meteors, because every time they're over our area, it's cloudy like this. We never get to see them. It's not fun. So have a great night. I will see you this weekend. Bye, everybody.